Welcome to DLC. Jeff is currently seeing Star Wars, so he will not be joining us right now.
Depending on how long we go tonight, I mean, he can join in, but this is probably his umpteenth time seeing the movie, so.
He'd be like, "Oh my god, you guys! Oh my god!" That's what he'll
Or-
probably start out with.
The funny thing is, he's seen it twice now.
Oh, this episode's numbered 7.1. Uh, I guess it kind of falls in line with Star Wars.
Actually, that would make sense.
Yes, it would. So, I guess I'm the only one who's seen it here right now?
Yeah.
I've seen 2 and 3 as of today, all the way through. I can say that I've seen parts of every movie, but I've never actually watched it from the beginning.
I've never watched 2 all the way through.
It was helpful for me because it was like the child's book of 4, 5, and 6 because I don't know most of the people's real names. I know them by their nicknames, and I don't. I was the kind of guy that's like, how does C-3PO become so shiny? And they're just like, stop talking. It just happens. Or it'll be like, is this the scene where he loses the? Shut up. You just watch it. Or I'd go to start texting on my phone. They're like, no, 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 this is important. This is where something happens that makes sense in later movies. Oh, okay.
So all you need now is just 4, 5, and 6 to get to 7. That's it. No more.
Yeah.
And if you want to be really annoyed with life, you can watch 1.
From everything I've heard there's a special order where you watch 4, 5, and then you
And
do
then 2 and 3,
6, and then fuck 1 on in its entirety.
Pretty much.
I mean, if you want to get the snippets of the fighting action, that's about it. Or the pod racing.
Yeah, that's all I remember from the first one. Was just there's just little would it be
Good, then
little
you've seen
Obi?
it once. That's all you
Little
need.
Obi does a lot of racing.
Little Obi?
I don't know who it was.
Mini Darth Vader. We'll call him Mini Darth Vader.
So Mini
Peter.
Aiken.
Annie. We'll call him Annie.
Oh, God.
Little orphan Annie.
I get names mixed up.
Well, that's all you need now. It's just 4, 5, and 6.
All right.
Yep.
Yeah. It's the new ones are just one of those. You go back, you watch them. It's like, I liked this.
Actually,
I mean,
I didn't like it.
You got one, The Phantom Menace, which came out and you saw it as a kid. It was like, oh.
Mm-hmm.
And you go back, oh, there's Jar Jar. That was a screw up. There was.
And we really hated Jar Jar. Everyone hated Jar Jar.
Mm-hmm.
The second one annoyed me just because it almost seemed blurry the whole time. Like a lot of backgrounds are very flared. Whereas,
Oh, go ahead.
whereas the third one, I understand it. I mean, I understand all of them were heavily CGI and whatnot, but the third one at least had like depth and very sharp images.
I will say, going back and watching. God damn it, Kitty.
Esteban's turn. Go.
Yeah. I went back to going. I was watching Attack of the Clones the other day too to reminisce, and I couldn't help but notice how much of a teenager he was, just complaining and everything, and it was just kind of creepy how he came on to Padme. Just a little creepy. But anyway, that's what I wanted to say.
Mm. Well, Natalie Portman never ages. But anyway. She is timeless.
So, you know, at a young age, you learn how to use your force, if you know what I mean.
Oh God.
When all else fails, force it.
This isn't coming from me tonight, I swear.
Yeah. Tonight you're the docile one.
Oh God.
That worries me.
So Jeff is at Maya Cinemas which should
Yep.
be noted because it has the Dolby Atmos.
Yeah, the all surround sound system.
Yep.
Which
And I
is-
think he's going to see it in Atmos today.
No, yeah, he was seeing. He's probably getting out of it right now, but yeah, I think that's one of the only theaters here in Fresno that has that,
Mm-hmm.
the complete surround sound system.
Yeah, over Thanksgiving it was being explained to me. A family member of mine may or may not work at Dolby, and so he was kind of mentioning that would be a good movie to see in the Atmos, just because it's not only just a technology, but it's different every time because the system, the hardware or software adapts to how many speakers are implemented in the room. So it'll scan how many speakers in the room, and it will live send, say like there's a speaker over here, and it's like, well, this sound needs to be 15%, 20%, 15%, where in a different room it'll be 30, 20, 30. Because it's just the amount of speakers and where they're placed. So it's kind of like it's live editing the sound for the room that it's in, and it's kind of freaky, but kind of cool. So
I know what I'm doing this
I will
week.
have an Atmos theater.
I
Go ahead,
guess-
Esteban. Go ahead.
No, I already said it. I know what I'm doing this week then.
Yeah. So it's different
I know
from
what I'm
left and right and center. It's different from all of those things.
3D
You don't have
sound,
to pick
Kenny.
a spot.
Do it.
I know what I'm doing this weekend. I'm fixing my truck. If I could go see Star Wars first, I would, but I got to be able to get there.
Nothing can stop you, Kenny. Nothing.
Should have called Lone Star.
Except the lack of a vehicle. That could stop me pretty quick.
What? It would only be like what, a $40 Uber ride?
You're gonna take me to see Star Wars. And the guy'd probably be like, "Yeah, let's go."
It's like, it's okay. You can just take it out of my pay. That's fine.
There's, kid you not, I've had a couple of Uber drivers where it's just like, say like they're the only Uber driver in Dinuba. Well, like they picked up a ride in Dinuba and they drove them up to like one of the either Table Mountain or not Chansey, I know that's closed. The other one, Tachi.
Mm-hmm.
They would talk about how they'd take them up to Tachi Palace, and then the person would bribe them into staying up there so that they could spend 2 hours there and then get an Uber ride back to Dinuba. Because, I mean, it was good money both ways, and they'd be shit out of luck if they, couldn't get a ride out there. So,
Yeah,
Not a bad
yeah.
It's like, come with me to Mianette's. Take me to Mianette's. But you can also join, and I'll still pay you.
we can't sit at the same table, but I'll hand you a slice of pizza.
I'm not only paying you to drive me there, but I'm paying for your pizza. You are basically there as my chauffeur and family member.
I've only ever had one bad Uber experience. It might have been Lyft, but personal driver experience. And it was late at night. It was about midnight, and me and Shayna, we were leaving. I think we got a ride from Pease or Goldstein's, one of those two. We had to get on the 180 to the 99, and this guy was real nice, and we were driving, and we get on the 180, and he was like he was real hesitant what lane he should be in. I was like, well, your GPS, should tell you where we are.
I had no idea
And-
where you were going.
Yeah, and so it's like he starts to go on like 99 south.
Oh.
And I was like, dude, well, you got to be on 99 north. So it's like he tries to merge over, but there's a car in his blind spot, so he jerks it back, and it's like we get on the freeway going the wrong way, and so like Shayna was just kind of like, we probably shouldn't be paying for you to go the wrong way and almost run into somebody on the blind spot. And, you know, and he's just like, he like starts freaking out, and he's just like, yes, he's all in the trip early, so he's all that way you don't pay more money and stuff, and he's all sorry, it's just real late, and like starts making all these excuses, and we get back on the highway going the right way, and like he keeps confessing. He's like, sorry, it's happening. I'll just end the ride early. And then so finally we ask, we're like, are you okay, dude? You know, something up? And he's just like, well, he's just like, yeah, things are okay. But he's all, lately my insomnia has been acting up. And he's all, usually I have a cup of coffee and I smash a couple of Red Bulls. And, you know, I'm usually just good to go. But today it just seems to be wearing on me. And so we're just like, dude, we're like, should we get out of the car right now? Is that a safer place for us? And, you know, and he was just like, oh, I'll end up. It's like, so as soon as we got off the highway, and it was still a stretch to my house, he's just like, I'm ending it here. He's like, I'll give you guys a 5-star review. You don't have to tip me. He's all, let's just leave it as a wash. You know, I'll go home after this. Don't worry about me. And we're just like, cool. All right.
We're not. Go die. My one Uber experience, it wasn't my Uber, it was a buddy's. We were in San Jose, and we were super hammered. I mean, we were super hammered, and we got out when the bar closed, and one of our buddies was more hammered than we were. And so we're lifting him out by his shoulders, and the Uber driver's there, and he spots us, and he's like, hey, come on in. And our buddy, who was pretty catatonic at this point, wakes up suddenly and goes to vomit, and is vomiting all over this flower bed, and we're just talking to the Uber while this guy's getting it all out, and then we go to the Uber and start throwing our buddy in, and then as we're about to get in, our buddy sticks his head out the car and starts vomiting again. And we're just looking at the Uber, and the Uber's just like got his head in his hands, and he's like, looks like he's about to start crying, and we're just like, all right, we better, we're just gonna hang out right here for a minute, okay? He's like, all right, go ahead, as long as that shit doesn't get in my car. We were there for like 10 minutes. And we were just like, and I look over at my buddy who ordered the Uber. I'm like, oh, you're going to get a shitty review for this.
That's definitely the difference that exists out there. There's the people, I mean, like, there's the semi-conscious drunk where you know you're puking and you take care of it. You find a receptacle for it via sink, trash can, or toilet. You find a receptacle.
Yeah.
And then there's the, oh, I don't feel good. And it's just like, well, you better not blow up. Okay, well, you don't follow my advice. That's cool. There's puke right there.
We had a guy who was getting picked up by his girlfriend, and we just had to toss him in his car. Literally just had to toss him in the back seat. And we tossed him through one end, and he popped the door open on the other. Just would not get in the car all the way and just started letting it all out. I was like, oh, God, this is probably the only downside of having that job other than asshole patrons. I couldn't do it, though.
Yeah. I don't know.
Then again, I deal with those assholes anyway.
Human excrement not being where it should be. That's the downside to the alcohol industry.
So, Esteban, what's new on your end?
Well, I discovered that the Xbox 360 system, a lot of apps are not working no more and are being taken down by their providers. So it seems like they're switching more towards Xbox One now than the Xbox 360, which kind of sucks because it's kind of forcing you now to move on up.
Are you telling me my Netflix machine is becoming obsolete?
Yep.
I wouldn't say any of the popular ones, but some of the ones that are probably low, like MTV app was unavailable. It sent me some messages saying that certain apps are not going to be working anymore. And I found this out too when I tried playing some of my older games on the 360 that cannot be found in the store anymore.
Wow. So games you had downloaded?
Games that I've downloaded and apps that I've used for watching stuff.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure like you didn't like put a CD in and it was just like, whoa, dude, you can't play this anymore.
No, I'm not sure if you'll get messages either to let you know, but I've gotten a few already telling me that certain apps will be taken down.
Okay.
But yep, that's what's going on my end. Dragging on my vacation now with Xbox. Finally getting back into playing.
We have word from Jeff.
He's on his way.
Yep. Which means probably by the end of this show we will see Jeff.
And that's when the show will extend on to another hour talking about Star Wars.
Hey Jeff, so what's your review? Oh my God, you guys won't believe. End podcast.
To be continued.
Yeah, I'm enjoying my PS4, but as of yet, I only have one PS4 game.
What game is that?
The Uncharted trilogy.
Oh, the high definition free pack?
The remastered one.
You can go to Redbox now, can you?
Well, I could do Redbox before, but now I can do the upgrade with some of the games, the $10 upgrade to their HD versions. So, but they also do a subscription service where you can rent PS3 games and then stream them.
Why not do GameFly?
I don't know. It'd be basically the same thing.
Yeah, with GameFly you can rent PS4 games and stuff for like $10. Actually, I believe it's about $8 right now.
Is it an app though?
No, it's a thing you can. It's like Netflix with GameFly. What you do is you sign up for it, and it sends you games either digitally or through the mail.
So the way that PlayStation does it is it's just streaming. It just streams online. So you get your game as you go, and that's it. So that's their version of it. Which you know, it's not a bad idea, but the subscription service is like $15. Actually, I think it's more than that. It might be 20.
Check out GameFly.
But still, it means like if I wanted to, I could probably get the PS3 versions of games that are playing right now and just play them.
Oh yeah, that's what the Xbox One is doing right now too. It's releasing more 360 games that are able to play on and stuff. You just download them if you have them on your Xbox 360.
That's one thing that I don't like about the PS4 so far, though, is that I can't. The games that were on my download list from the PS3 are no longer on my download list when I turn on the PS4. So, but I can still. I think I can still play PS3 games on it.
That's
as long
good.
as I have the discs.
Yeah, with the Xbox, I believe you have to buy it online or get them online.
Yeah. And then if you buy them online, or no, if you have the CD, I think you still have to pay for the pass.
Oh.
So, but I mean, I can still look around with my PS3 games. I'm just happy about that. I don't have to fucking sit there and go, well, if I want it, I have to buy the PS4 version. Well, just trade in all my games. Fuck it.
How much is all this worth? Half a game.
Figure if I'm going to do that, I might as well just trade them all in for that Vita I've been wanting for like 3 years. I guess GameStop has a bundle version that allows you to get the PS4, the Vita, and the Move for like $400 or $500, and then bundle it with a couple of games. So,
that sounds about right, though.
Yeah. So, but apparently I can also get a used Vita for like $70. So I guess I could get one in January when I start getting, money again.
How much was the Vita new? $300?
When it first came out, yeah. I think the $70 one is a refurb.
Still, $70. That's rough.
Well, yeah, the Vita came out, what, 3 years ago or so?
Well, they still have the new ones, because the original Vita was only one stick and had selected amount of usage and accessibility, and now it's like completely integrated. Like you can remote play your PS4 games from your Vita, and
Well,
vice versa.
it's a good thing that it's still viable, especially how long it's been to even use that, unlike Nintendo with it always coming out with a different DS.
Well, again, the new Vita is completely integrated with the PS4. I'm not sure about the old Vita because the new one has that touchpad on the back and the integrated Wi-Fi. You can use your PS4 as a network, and then it also has well, the two joysticks, of course, acting like a PS3 remote or a PS4 remote. So the PS4 remote's pretty interesting too. It has a lot of the same features as the Vita does, except yeah, it's got the touchpad on the front, which is also the select button now. Yeah. So,
Can't you also use the PS Vita as a controller for the PS4?
I haven't tried. Well, I don't have one, so I'm not sure. I'll have one probably by next month or 2 months from now, and I'll figure it all out by then.
Yeah, I think I read somewhere that you can actually use that as a controller for the PlayStation 4. So
They were
that'll
probably
be pretty
talking
cool when you
about
can do it.
It's probably not available yet, or if it is, you probably have to buy some software upgrade for it, or download it. I'm not sure. So, let's see. I could look it up, but I'm not going to do that. So.
Too much effort.
But yeah, enjoying it so far. It also has a rest mode, so you can charge your remotes and download software upgrades before it turns off completely.
Yeah, that's what's good too, because I remember usually took about an hour or two for your downloads to update for games too, didn't it? You'd have to wait.
Some of them, yeah, because sometimes I would get an older online game, and then it would have like a gig worth of updates. And I mean, think about it. Back then we had Comcast, so think about it now. I'm out here with instead of 50 megabytes, it's 10 per second. So, I mean, the amount of downloadability, it's extremely limited. I'm barely able
It's still
to play
something though.
It is. It's just if I want to play online, I can't play in large groups. It has to be groups smaller than 10. So.
Who's that asshole that's slowing us down?
Yeah, exactly. That's why I don't play StarCraft online anymore.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. So, then again, I didn't like playing StarCraft 2 online anyway. We're going up against one of our old friends, and that was just like, he was just fucking with me the whole game. Like, oh, you're trying to build something? Well, all your builders are dead. Except for one. He's got 1 hit point left. I'm just going to leave this Zergling in your base.
We're just going to watch you for a few hours. We're going to go out and get a pizza. We'll be back.
Oh, look, you have a new SCV. I'm going to destroy that one, but leave your 1 hit point SCV alive.
We'll be back in about a few hours again.
It's pretty terrible. I hate playing StarCraft 2 online. Especially since everybody's developed like this certain tactic that you don't know about. And then it's like, if you don't do that tactic, they're sitting there going, what a fucking idiot. Like, well, I'm done. Just play the campaign again. Fuck this. Campaign's better anyway. Oh, and I'm getting ridiculed by my students now for not having played Black Ops 3.
Oh, God.
I'm
surprised with how many games they're allowed to play.
Yeah, no kidding. I wanted to try out Advanced Warfare if I ever got that PlayStation Now thing going. But I'm not a big Black Ops fan because everybody on there is a raging asshole.
The third one's just repetitive. I played the last 2 as well. It's
Well, from the looks of it, it looks a lot like Advanced Warfare.
Yeah.
So, I mean, is it related at all, or is it just stuck in the Black Ops?
No, it's still stuck with the whole Black Ops 1 and 2. Yeah. Nothing to do with Advanced, but basically the multiplayer is same. It's just enhanced graphics and more guns. It's
I told the kids that the only Black Ops game I had played was World at War, and they're like, huh?
What's that?
Yeah, exactly. Nobody knows that that's the prequel. Like, you guys had to know that Sergeant Reznov came from somewhere, right?
Sergeant who?
Yeah, exactly. Well, no, they know Reznov if they ever played the campaign.
Mm-hmm.
If they didn't, then they're. I know exactly what kid they are. They're the only
They're
ones
just the
that
online players.
or the zombies. They're all about zombies.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Hmm.
so what else to do, guys? We're just sitting here waiting for Jeff.
Debating on buying a Mac Mini.
Okay, I'll be right back.
So.
You know what? I'll be back as well. I need a refill. Nah, I'll wait. Mac, huh?
Yeah,
I've been debating.
I think that well, I mean, I have everything else Apple, and I think my work computer would benefit from being an Apple. I have a Windows 10 PC. I mean, it's originally a Vista, but it's now 10, and it's a little bit on the slower side, and I don't know. I think for $400, it's a good gamble to try a Mac.
That's not a bad price. I'm thinking about, well, I finally have to update my operating system for both my laptop and my PC to Windows 10. I keep forgetting. I have the link. I just keep forgetting to do it.
Wait, I missed something important. Matt's switching to Mac? What?
So the entry-level Mac Mini shows up on the Apple refurbished site for $419, which is cheap for an Apple. And the next level up's about $530. So I mean, it's still about $110 off for the next level up, which it's. I kind of think that my work computer needs to be an Apple. I don't know.
He's done it, Kenny. He's gone full on Apple.
Well, considering that his work uses the Apple products as their fucking cash register, I mean, I don't think it would be a bad upgrade.
Yeah.
But I've always had trouble with Apple computers. I don't know. The phone, yeah. No, nothing new trouble-wise, but computers, I've always seen them as temperamental. But, or at least the old ones, anyway. I don't know. I haven't had any of the new shit. I know they use them in my school, and they're heavily monitored, so can't do shit on those. I require a beer refill.
And Kenny takes out.
Time for you to talk.
I also need a beer, so it's all you.
It's because everybody is drinking at the same time. Oh, damn, that is a good beer. Even wearing the same shirt.
Hey, Esteban, our team got new jerseys. They've got you've seen that Tioga Sequoia bumper sticker that I've got in my truck? It's basically Tioga Sequoia in black with the hops surrounding it.
Oh, yeah.
Our jersey has that wrapped around the front and back.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, looks real nice. Delish. Cheers. Oh, wait. We'll wait for the cheers.
Alcoholic Student Podcast. That's what we do best. Or at least I think that's what we do best.
I'm not an alcoholic.
We think that we do. And what did you pour yourself, sir?
That was not cheese in my beard, by the way.
I didn't see it. Didn't happen.
From Anderson Valley, they have a bourbon barrel-aged stout. It's not what you would normally think. It only rings up at 6.9%, and they call it a malt beverage aged in bourbon barrels.
I've been hearing about that, I think, on commercials.
But for $7, it's worth it. So what did Kenny get? I missed that.
Oh, I've got the...
Tamarack.
Nice.
It's really hard to find those in 6-packs now. It's like everybody carries a Sherman or either the Sherman or the 99.
I wonder if that's alluding to anything.
You
I
guys
wonder if it's going to become seasonal, and I wonder if there's going to be 2 new beers released, or maybe even 3 new beers released in 6-packs.
Why? Why are you doing that to me? Why?
Because it's not a beer, a podcast.
But I will.
Yeah, it's not a beer podcast. I can't read it. But I could
Well, I
personally.
wouldn't be shocked. Speaking of which, Esteban, I'm surprised you haven't applied for Matt's beer garden.
I'm teaching right now.
He'd have to make less money
Uh,
and work more.
but he'd be working at the beer garden. That'd be like his favorite thing ever.
You don't know how torn I am, sir.
I could imagine.
They could keep my check.
I was literally sitting there 2 weeks ago going, could I quit rugby and just do the beer garden and be the go-to for rugby?
Anything is possible with beer.
I mean, it's fun. It would be a good, to have a partner in crime. But there's really only one me, which is probably the more desirable job for most people. Most people don't want to just be a right-hand man at a beer garden.
I talk too much anyway.
I probably get fired anyway. I get drunk.
I've never been good at operating taps anyhow. Granted, I'd probably learn, but still.
It's pretty easy. You could train a monkey how to pour beer.
Yes.
This needs to be tested. I need to invest in a new iPhone. My 4S is bugging the hell out of me.
Do you have Verizon?
No, it's AT&T.
Damn it. Because I have an iPhone 6 that I need to sell. Rumor has it will work with AT&T, but because I bought it from Apple unlocked. That's the rumor. But I haven't seen anybody try it yet.
I was gonna say, I thought that there was word going around that AT&T or Verizon had a deal to use cross network phones, but they would charge more for it.
Well, that's the thing. If you buy the phone from the company in contract, it's supposedly locked. If you bought it from Apple without contract, it's unlocked. And the phones were designed to be the same when you got to the 5S, to where they accepted multiple bands and stuff like that, so you could be anywhere in the world and use the network. So they should be universal. But and I've seen reports on forums that somebody put their AT&T SIM card in, the phone started working. But the issue is, I think you have a 4S, right?
Yes.
Which is a different SIM card. So if you went into Apple asking for a new SIM card, they'd be like, whoa, what phone? They wouldn't just give you one.
So what's the most recent one, the 6S?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll probably end up getting the 5S before too long.
5S is still a nice phone.
They changed their upgrade info though. So now, before, if you upgraded phones on your plan, you would get the phone for free, but pay like the tax on it, which would be like $40. But now, you still have to pay for the phone, and it has to go for like $10 to $15 a month on your plan. Because I'm assuming because they were losing money on all these phones.
Kenny, did the lights go out on you?
No, there's lag somewhere, and it's probably with me.
May the lag be with you. There he is.
Hey, I have appeared.
Yeah. Live from Kerman, it's Kenny. That's it.
You know, the weird thing about the PS4 is now my Facebook is completely linked with it. So now everything I do on there pops up on my Facebook status or whatever. Anything I do in the game can pop up on there.
What game?
And it also has a share button on the controller.
Mm.
So I can share live feed on there as well, which is weird. Like if I were playing Metal Gear, if I were just beating the crap out of one of the NPCs, then I could share that on there with everybody.
Hey everybody, come check out me taking out my anchor on this NPC.
Hey look, I'm choking Meryl again. Hey look, she's not dying. Let me choke her again.
57 likes.
Oh, the humor. Kill her again. Yeah, so far the only games I have on it is Uncharted. I got the Resident Evil 1 remastered.
Mm-hmm.
And then I got Resident Evil Revelations, the second one. So, and I also pre-ordered Resident Evil Zero's remastered edition.
Nice.
Yeah. So, but I think the next one I'm going to save up for is going to be pre-order Uncharted 4, and then I'm also going to get the MGS Legacy edition, which is supposed to come out next year.
I think everything from that's major for Xbox has already come out these last few months. Nothing big until the summer or fall.
Well, Tomb Raider just came out, right?
Mm-hmm. But
So
that's for more than one system. Yeah.
So that'll be fun. I thought about getting that definitive edition of the first one, the HD version, because I guess if I pay $10, I can upgrade that to the next one. So I don't think there will be much of a difference. Maybe some costume shit and stuff, but other than that, I don't.
Yeah.
We'll see when I get paid and stuff. When my truck's fixed. When my truck's fixed, or sold, or salvaged.
When you teach and payday is a month away.
Yeah, seriously. When I first started working at Central, I was getting really pissed off. It's like, because I started mid-September, and they didn't pay me until October 30th, or 31st. That's 6 weeks of no pay. Luckily, I'd started working at the bar again around that time. So.
All the glorious games I can buy.
You're like, nah, fuck it. Brr.
So I think we are now playing the waiting game for Jeff.
I thought Jeff was home.
So, how's everybody's water conservation going?
Going
according
pretty
to the
well.
rain outside my door, it seems to be going really well.
I am very well hydrated right now. I think I might have another.
It's funny, there's a lake out in my fucking driveway right now.
There's a lake out in my back as well.
Oh, on my driveway. Our game Saturday actually got canceled because our field is basically a lake.
Yeah, my extra staff member got there at 3:45. Was not expecting you guys to show up at 2:15. Kind of bombarded us.
Yeah.
But it was good. It was good because the employee that was there is really bad at IDing people. So that was the perfect thing because I didn't help him. I let him ID all 60 of you fuckers and wristband all 60 of you. Just so I'm like, this is perfect practice for you right here. You have to ask every person, even if they look ancient,
Yep.
to give him a wristband.
That's how he's supposed to do it, according to ABC law.
Well, that's the thing. They say if they look under 38, you're allowed to ask them for ID, or you should. But the law also states that somebody should have a valid form of ID, which also upsets people. They're like, I'm 45 years old, and it's just like, but for some reason you don't have a valid ID.
Yeah, I had a talk with my boss about that the other day because I get these guys who are very obviously over 21. They're probably like close to 30, but they've had an expired license for like 3 years.
Yep.
We can't take it. We can't let them in.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of weird.
And they get so upset about it too.
Oh yeah, they all get pissed. They're like, but my birth date. I'm like, nope. This says you're screwed. It says
It's $20. It's $20. It's 2 weeks. Just go to the DMV.
Seriously. Hell, even that fucking paper counts as an ID as long as you have your expired one with you.
It even says on the paper, not a valid form of ID, just that it's been renewed.
Well, what the ABC officer, the way he explained it was, if they have the photo ID, the paper ID, and the birth date and license info,
yeah.
then
I understand you could, and that is subject to your approval, but
it's all user discretion.
Yes.
So, hey, look, there's 2 Jeffs.
How's it going, Jeff? Whenever he can reply back. There he is.
There's 1 Jeff.
There we go. It started to freeze the first time I joined.
Oh.
No, that's just Kenny.
So, how was watching Star Wars in Atmos? Please tell me all the glory about it.
It was great. Totally worth it. It totally made up for the crappy experience we had on Thursday.
Oh my God! Thursday's opening was terrible.
You guys went to see it at Broadway Fair, right?
Yes, we had bought our tickets a month in advance, and Jeff and Jessica waited a while in line for us.
I got there at 1. Jessica got there at 3. The movie started at 7.
Told you guys.
It was supposed to start at 7.
Yeah.
Like when we went to see Jumper and the movie just died. Not even a half an hour in.
That was Broadway's last chance for me.
Yeah. Oh my God. We were watching the first 20, which is basically the summary of the whole what's going on, and we started seeing glitching, and as soon as the trailers started coming on, just complete pink.
Yeah.
Terrible.
And they tried to restart it for an hour. And then I guess someone had the bright idea of just skipping the trailers and starting the movie, and that worked.
Mm-hmm.
They even had
right.
a security guard in there with us, watching us, because we were all starting to get angry and shout stuff.
Sierra Vista Mall, or the guy who owns the Sierra Vista Theater, needs to buy Broadway Fair out. If they want that extra income, they've got to buy it out.
I think Broadway should become another $3 theater, just one on this side of town, because it's kind of old. I mean, just going to Maya now, the screen, the sound, the seats, all superior. Everything was better. I like Broadway, but as a modern theater, I don't know. It just doesn't cut it.
Isn't it? Or okay, never mind. For some reason, I thought it was newer than Edwards, but they remodeled it when Edwards was built.
No.
Right.
Because that was the first, or one of the few that actually got stadium seating versus just closing.
That's right. I forgot. It didn't used to be stadium seating.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Jeff, now that I think about it, I think that was the same theater that messed up when we went to go see Jumper.
Yeah, that's what Kenny was saying.
Yeah, jeez.
Yeah, United Artists used to have several theaters in Fresno. It was the $3 theater, where that is now. They had the one that used to be right next to the Hometown Buffet on Blackstone.
Oh, I remember that one.
There was the one at Sierra Vista Mall, but not where the Regent
It's
Theater is,
behind the mall.
behind the mall, and
Yeah.
then there's Broadway Fair. And then Manchester Mall had its own theater, not where Signature Theater was, but it was inside the mall,
Mm-hmm.
as I recall.
And then they had a theater that was, it was closer to Hometown Buffet, right there off of Dakota. There was a theater there.
That's the Unite Theater right there.
And then, and then on Blackstone and Barstow, where the McFrugals is, there used to be a theater there. All these were, Kenny that was referencing, those were all the 4 screens.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, only 4 screens. Wow.
Yeah, because there used to be one, like by the Circuit City, and then there used to be one, which it's now Hobbytown by the Food Max on the other side. Used to be theaters there. There used to be one on like Shields and Cedar back in that area. But yeah, they were all 4 screens. So
Edwards ended that shit.
So it was like they showed 8 movies a day, and depending upon the time was which movie. So if you just sat in your seat in the same theater, you could probably see 2 different movies that day.
I think I remember doing that a long time ago. Kind of like walking from one to the other. They didn't care.
Yeah. Yeah, because the doors are right next to each other.
Yeah, Edwards used to be the best, but I think Sierra Vista and Maya now hold that title.
Mm-hmm.
Sierra Vista never really did much for me, but Maya with having that Dolby technology sounds pretty awesome. So.
Yeah, the Atmos is definitely worth it. And the seating in the Atmos Theater, it's like you're almost in like a recliner type seating, so I like that. And Esteban, because of your experience on Thursday with the kids behind you, I sat down in the bottom area, but at the very back, so no one could sit behind me.
Oh my God! Another part to the worst experience for Thursday.
Yeah, he had these kids behind him.
Oh my God! I get out of work an hour early when I deal with kids to get in the theater for an hour and deal with kids. Oh my God!
I went to go see. I had a similar experience, but with a less popular movie. I think it was Hotel Transylvania 2, and I'm sitting in the theater.
Of course you're gonna run into kids there.
Got
It's
up.
Hotel Transylvania 2.
I'm watching Hotel Transylvania 2, and all of a sudden I feel this kicking on my seat. Some asshole kid behind me.
At work, that means I got a new email. But anyways, as you were.
So I'm going on for this goes on for about a minute and a half, and finally I just elbow the seat behind me right when the kid kicks, and I just look behind me. In classic Arnold format.
You put on
like
the Kenny intimidation.
Yep. Good times.
So, Jeff, out of one of the only 2 people who have seen the movie, what would you rank Star Wars Episode 7?
Compared to what? Just like in general, or to the other?
Yes, 1 through 6. Or does it sit in the top 3?
Let's break it down a little further.
Okay.
Does it fit well in the series, is the first question.
Yes.
Okay.
Definitely.
They tried to make the actual film more like 4, 5, and 6, but obviously it's with newer technology like 1, 2, and 3. Is that still a good blend, or does it go further one direction than the other?
They stick with more realistic scenes than they do with CGI.
Yeah, it's a comfortable mix. There's still a couple of parts where you can tell that it's CGI, but nothing like the prequels. It wasn't all green screen.
Okay, so then the real question is, on a scale of 1 to lens flare, how much lens flare was there?
There was lens flare.
There was, but not that much.
Okay.
It wasn't like doing this the whole time. So
No, I would say maybe 4 or 5 major scenes in the movie. That was probably about it.
Okay, and so then this would also be the first film not written by Lucas?
Yes.
not true.
Oh,
Not
really?
true. No, someone else wrote Empire, and I think someone else also wrote Return of the Jedi. He was like the main, creative guy He also didn't direct Empire. So this isn't the first one not written or directed by him, but it's the first one that's not like overseen or controlled by him.
So this would be way more fan fiction than anything, but it still blends in correctly?
It fits in better than the prequels do, I would say.
Yes.
Okay. So that's probably the best way to answer that. It is fan fiction, but it was filmed more correctly, and it does fit better.
Oh yeah, and even Harrison Ford in it, he's not like grumpy Harrison Ford that you see in like the Indiana Jones one that they made.
Get off my plane.
Yeah, this is more, he's playing the role and he actually plays the role. He's not. You don't look at him and think, oh, Harrison Ford's like being grumpy. It's Han Solo.
And the thing I found interesting is what isn't R2, Wookiee, and C-3PO, aren't those still the same guys in all 7 movies?
Yeah. They have a stunt double for the guy who's in the Chewbacca suit because he's like, his knees are gone, but but he was still in the movie. He was still in the suit and stuff, so that's kind of impressive.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I guess Chewie, he was only briefly mentioned in the 3rd movie, so. But still, I mean, I kind of IMDb'd and I saw that. I was just like, oh shit, those guys literally are still doing that.
Yeah.
Not like voice impersonators or whatever. It's maybe this time they're not actually in the suit. It's more CGI, whatever, but still.
Funny how no one from the prequels, except for the people who were in the originals and the prequels, were in this one. Mm-hmm. They stayed away from the prequels as much as they possibly could.
As the other guys know, which I don't know if you know, but today I actually sat down and watched 2 and 3.
Really?
Which is surprising, and so I got to see them in their entirety, and luckily I was with a very patient person, because like I told them, I kept asking questions, and it's just like, just watch the movie. It'll be answered shortly. Or I'd pull out my phone and I think it's a boring moment, and they're like, no, this is when something important happens that explains what happens later. But
okay, is this why it's raining outside? Because you watched that at like the end of the world, like the apocalypse is coming?
So I knew you would ask that, Jeff, but I've seen parts of all the movies, obviously, but to sit down from beginning to end, which I haven't even done that with Harry Potter or Lord of the Rings, so.
Yeah, I would say
Star Wars. As far as the popular elegies that exist, for lack of a better term,
I think it would be anthologies at that point. But yeah, whatever.
This would be its 3rd anthology?
I was like, I wanted to break the silence, but then at that point I was like, I'll just let it go.
So, but still, for me, like 2 and 3 is like the perfect children's book. It got to explain everything in very basic. I did enjoy I did enjoy the 3rd movie more.
Yeah.
I felt like the 2nd movie was just a lot of the backgrounds are very blurred and like oversaturated.
Like a video game, basically.
Yeah, and the 3rd movie seemed at least somewhat real and crisp and high definition. I know it came out years later, but
yeah,
same thing happened with Batman.
That's true.
Now let's put you through 4, 5, and 6 and see how the details and everything changes. I mean, it's still a pretty good movie.
I understand that it's going to be worlds different from the other ones and evolution of time that doesn't exist, but
if you can watch other movies from the 70s and 80s, you just got to expect that going in.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's like watching, I don't know, Back to the Future and like old Indiana Jones or just any action movie from the 80s. It's like you got to expect it's going to be corny and grainy and stuff.
Like Commando.
Yeah.
Watching Commando is just for humor's sake now.
Dawn of the Dead.
Oh, Bill and Ted. Aren't they coming out with a new one? The new one's coming out, right?
That's right, they are. That's right. I think a sequel, yeah.
Yeah. And then
Commando?
Point Break just came out.
Oh.
I can't believe they remade that without Gary Busey.
And that came out at the same time as Star Wars, so that was a goner.
Oh.
They should have hired Jake Busey for Gary Busey's role.
Hey, did you see how much Alvin and the Chipmunks made?
Oh God.
It was
no.
it was like 14 million or something, which I'm kind of surprised. I'm kind of surprised it made that much, but hey.
I'd like a movie to make. I'd like a movie that I made to make 14 million.
That's true. I can't. Yeah, I gotta.
I mean, unless you put more than that amount into making the movie.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
It probably cost about 20, but you know.
They can probably make it back, maybe, with merchandise.
And toys. Yeah.
I think a lot of that came from people who went to Star Wars and it was sold out, and their kids are like, "We want to see a movie," and they're like, "Fine."
Yeah. Or the overly religious people. It's a sin against God, honey. We're seeing this one.
Now, honey, I know you really wanted to go see a movie this weekend, and I think it's really important that the kids go see this. And the viewing's at 5 p.m. Star Wars doesn't come out till 8 on Thursday. Oh, no, it's Alvin and the Chipmunks, because kids, you know.
That's filing for divorce.
Yeah.
Unfollow on Facebook.
Or the nerdy parents. We're just going to drop the kids off at this movie and we're going to watch this by ourselves.
That probably happened too.
Well, it's like, no, kids, what we meant to say is we're going to see Star Wars. You're going to see that shitty movie, Alvin and the Chipmunks.
It's like kids that are like 14. You're going to see Alvin and the Chipmunks. I'm going by myself to see this.
Why have we not invited you to see this movie? Well, have you listened to yourself lately? You're a little bit of a bitch.
I'm sorry, you said episode 6 was boring. You can't come.
Yeah. Shun the non-believers, Alvin and the Chipmunks.
The Ewoks look like chipmunks. You should go see them.
Yeah, no Ewoks in this movie either. I can safely say that.
This kid said Phantom Menace was his favorite movie, so he's just watching Alvin.
I noticed you didn't say that you watched one, Matt, and I'm glad for that.
Oh, no, I already told them that. From anybody's reviews, that one is just completely useless. So.
Yeah,
even if you do the what I told them the 4, 5, 2, 3, 6.
Right. Yeah, they still cut out one from that order. So.
Yep.
Just cut in the lightsaber scene in the pod race as a flashback or something. You'll be fine.
Darth who?
Yeah, he doesn't even show up again anyway. So.
There is no Darth. So next sci-fi movie I need to go see is Star Wars, and then the one after that is Ghostbusters, whenever the hell that comes out.
No, next one is Deadpool, sir.
Oh, yeah, alright. I have to see Deadpool.
That's right, that's in February.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, I'm excited. I want to see that.
And then
There's one Marvel at all.
Hey, I actually got to see the trailers before the movie this time.
Son of a bitch!
There was only 3 trailers. Ninja Turtles, Batman vs Superman, and Civil War.
No Independence Day, huh? Wow.
Yeah, I think
that one looks alright.
Yeah, I think Dolby Atmos is just like they show a less amount of trailers, but they show like 50 advertisements for Atmos, which you're already watching, so it's kind of weird. But hey,
that sounds like most theaters nowadays, because Edwards has started to do that trend too.
Where they advertise for the thing that you're in. It's like,
yeah,
I know it exists. I'm here.
They'll advertise a bunch of TV specials and things like that, and then like 3 previews, and then the movie.
Dolby Digital Sound is brought to you by Dolby Digital Sound.
Experience it in Dolby at Maya. In Dolby at Maya. Okay.
Listen to it speak.
Sponsored by Dolby.
Yeah.
I kind of have that beef on my other podcast because they'll be like, and make sure to become a Patreon and follow us on Twitter. And I was just like, you're assuming a new person's listening to this. You kind of have to maybe tell people to tell their friends to tell this new information, and we'll get new followers.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you tell people at Maya to go to Maya, They're already there.
I think Esteban vanished. And I'm not sure why I had focused on him.
I think he went to Maya. Just
Yeah. He's like, I can't take it. I'm going to go watch it.
I have to go see this. He just leaves.
Yeah.
Maybe Jessica came home. She was supposed to be off about now-ish.
That's probably it.
Does that mean show's over?
I was driving like, I don't know, 75 miles an hour the whole way home. It's like raining. I'm like, I don't care.
I was driving about 10 maximum for a long period of time tonight.
Yeah, it sucks about your car.
Yeah, it does. Really, really fucking does. Yeah.
You should have just left the truck at the mall and tracked it the rest of the way to Maya.
Yeah, just say, hey, Jeff.
At least saw the movie.
Now we can't talk about spoilers.
Yeah.
I heard someone say, hi, Jeff.
Yes, yes, you did.
Hi, Ash.
She hears you and is laughing at me and you.
Of
She's
course.
just laughing. She's happy she made a cameo again. No ghosts this time.
There we go.
Would your computer freeze or something?
Who? No.
No,
I've been waiting to use the restroom for a while.
Yeah, that was me during the last hour of the movie. I can't leave.
I have to see it. I've already seen it, but I can't leave.
That's how good it is. Even on the second viewing, I was like, I can't miss it.
You mean that fancy theater doesn't have urinals in the chairs?
I need to use the restroom.
I need to use the restroom. Just give me a sec.
Whoa, what did I miss?
Is it wrong that I'm seriously considering that would be a good idea?
Just go, man. Just go.
Okay, there we go.
They only use that like theater for like movie premieres or something when people just can't leave.
And to freshen the air around you, they have like this little coin slot. It's like, what air freshness would you select?
It wouldn't even be air fresheners. It'd be like what they use in buffing rooms. Ventilation systems above the heads to just suck the air out.
Please dispense 25 cents to get the air flowing. Fuck. I don't want to be a dick, so...
At that point, movie theaters would just be pods. Little pods.
Alright, so what'd you guys talk about before I got home?
Nothing.
Star Wars.
Of course.
Xbox stuff and PlayStation stuff. Right?
Before we started, we did mention the idea of a new Mel Brooks related film.
What's that?
Well, it's not
Spaceballs 2.
Well, he did express interest in doing it, so...
So the title I liked was Spaceballs: The Search for More Money.
If they don't title it that, they'll be making a huge mistake.
Well, I mean, The Schwartz Awakens obviously would be the title they'd probably actually go for, but The Search for More Money, being that the first movie talked about so much memorabilia, just makes sense. Spaceballs, the toilet paper. Spaceballs.
Oh man, I would love it. Like even in like the Star Wars trailer, they show that crashed like Star Destroyer. Except for the trailer for The Schwartz Awakens, they just show like a bunch of merchandise scattered around the desert, all like destroyed and stuff. It practically writes itself.
They'll probably wait for another movie in order to do that. We'll need more material to make fun of. It's okay.
It's kind of sad. It's like saying that the prequels were so bad that even Mel Brooks didn't want to make fun of it. But now that there was like a good one out, he's like, okay, I got something to work with.
I wouldn't even doubt it if Family Guy does something with it.
That would be cool. Another episode or something.
We're just skipping episodes 1, 2, and 3 and going straight on to 7.
Would throw out a perfectly good sofa.
See, there you go. You don't need to watch 4, 5, and 6 now. You got that.
Well, I do admit, watching 2 and 3 and knowing some characters and whatnot, all of the spoofs I've ever seen makes sense.
Hmm.
In fact, that's probably why I understood so much that was going on, was because it was like, don't those two have a relationship? Because
You're like, oh, that's how it happens.
because of spoofs.
Oh, I get it.
Mm-hmm.
Now that whole thing from Family Guy makes sense, and that makes sense from Robot Chicken.
Yeah, I've kind of felt like that in the past when I've watched like a movie that everyone else has seen. I'm like, oh, suddenly I understand all the parodies that I've seen, even though I haven't seen this.
I like that Family
This
Guy.
makes sense for Thumb Wars. No, it doesn't. No.
Nothing.
Hardware Wars? No, it doesn't either.
God, I want to see Thumb Wars just because I've heard how terrible it is.
Now touch your tongues. That was a terrible movie.
Jeez.
And it made money.
Hey, I want to watch Birdemic. I've heard that's like one of the best, worst movies ever.
What about Troll 2?
This one was like worse than Troll 2, from what I've seen.
Speaking of Troll 2, worst movie, Mystery Science Theater 3000.
Yes, that's coming back.
Fully funded, and holy fucking shit, it takes like $1.5 million per episode, from what I understand.
What the
Well, you remember how Friends went out with their episodes? $1 million per person?
So,
Oh yeah, each character got $1 million per episode on Friends. That's what I recall.
Yeah, at the last season, yeah. But yeah, they broke the record, I think, for the most funded thing on Kickstarter. So
it's like I see that every 2 months. The most funded thing on Kickstarter. It's like, yeah, that always happens.
I know. It was like, that one video game, then Veronica Mars, now this.
Yeah, and they went 400% past their goal in 2 weeks. It's like, okay, well, I'm not shocked to that anymore, but thank you for that happening, people.
Yeah, no complaints. When, did they say when it's supposed to come out? Like next year or like 2017 or something?
I don't recall. I'll see if I can look it up real quick.
It'd be cool if they got like a deal with like Netflix or something after, because there's a bunch of like old, like crappy independent movies on Netflix that they could just watch on the show.
Oh. Yep. There's some shit on Netflix.
On all of them, Netflix, Hulu. I'd say Yahoo Screen, but no one watches that. I haven't opened that since Community ended.
Well, if they're gonna do a movie that goes through old horror films, they need to bring Elvira back.
Start filming January 2016. Expecting to be able to share clips at the 2016 Comic-Con.
Nice.
I'll see you there, Jeff. I'm still going regardless every year.
Yeah, tickets will probably sell out really fast after Star Wars and Civil War and all that stuff coming up. So
I'm gonna be
I kind of want to go to Comic-Con San Diego, probably just to go to the breweries. Even be like, okay, do outside stuff. Okay, let's go to Breweries Down.
I can already see this. Matt, do you want to go to downtown with me?
No.
Yes, and let's stop by the Hopping Pig, then let's go by this place, and then let's go by that bar.
there's no shortage in that area, that's for sure.
4 hours later, we didn't go to Comic-Con at all.
Yeah, no, I've seen that convention center, and it is right there by the beer mecca. I mean, all of San Diego is the beer mecca, but the part I care about.
But the Gaslamp Quarter, yeah, that's like the big tourist, like, bunch of restaurants, bunch of bars, all the hotels and stuff. So
There'll be a certain point. This is where we split, Matt.
Time to go.
Are you kidding? You guys would both be off at a brewery, and I'd be like in Comic-Con, like going comics.
Comic-Con is, San Diego is one of the only places where I'd go, $100 a night for a hotel room? All right.
I usually, if I'm going to stay at a hotel, I stay at like El Cajon or something and just take the train in because it's not that far. And it's like usually a lot cheaper in El Cajon, but not that much really. But if you stay like in San Diego, like right around that area, it's like $300 a night. That's that's like the cheap one.
Or we can just hang out at my sister's. We'll see.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Between Esteban's sister and like 4 people I know that live down there, I probably could get the free room, but last time we stayed, or one of the times we stayed, or actually, sorry, both times I stayed down in San Diego was in like historic hotels. That was kind of cool. You know, being on the 10th floor looking out over San Diego. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, I got to give you that.
Just saying.
I'd pay for the hotel room. I mean, one thing I love about, like when I went to San Jose, I was on the top floor of that building, and that was awesome. I mean, getting back to the hotel room was a pain in the ass, but the hotel itself was awesome.
Yeah. There is something about older hotels that's pretty cool. I got to give you that. I just wish they weren't so expensive.
Or hard to get to if you were hammered. I mean,
I should stop drinking now and get something to eat. Yeah.
I haven't had dinner. I haven't had dinner yet. I'm planning on getting dinner after this. I was checking the times. Thankfully, In-N-Out's open till 1.
I'm pretty sure we're already an hour and a half over.
Yeah.
Which is pretty cool.
So, Kenny, yeah, you got to go see Star Wars. It's totally worth it.
I gotta go see it. I'm not disagreeing. I want to go see it.
Yeah, watching it the second time, it was better almost. I noticed a lot of things I didn't in the first showing, and I was able to pay attention a lot more, and just I didn't have the stress of having to wait 6 hours. So that was also kind of nice. But yeah, it was great. Still good the second time.
Plus all those voice cameos that I've been reading up on. Interesting.
Yeah, I noticed almost all of them, I think.
Oh, damn it.
Yeah, because with the Atmos, you can kind of hear the subtle sounds a lot more, and I heard what people were talking about. And I noticed something else in the beginning, but I didn't want to say it here because it'd be kind of a spoiler. I'll message you on Facebook.
Thank you.
Well, yeah.
Kenny, cover your ears.
Spoiler
Jeff, go ahead.
No, I'm not going to say it here. I'll just message you.
Sorry, nobody watches our show anyway.
Yeah. 5 people who watch have probably already seen it, and because 4 of those people are us.
I'm going to watch it 10 times.
The only other one that would watch it is Jose, and he's not here, so...
He's probably
on that note.
Oh, what, are you trying to tell me to end the podcast?
Ooh, it does sound good. But I can wait.
Done eating popcorn, so...
Oh, one last thing.
No.
When was the last show? Was it before Fallout 4 came out?
I think it was after, wasn't it?
No, it had to have been before.
It was before.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, so since I haven't talked about it before, I will say Fallout 4, totally worth the purchase. It doesn't live up to the last Fallout game, but it's still, for $60 I got like 200 hours of entertainment, and there's still expansions and DLC and mods and stuff to come, so I gotta say, it was definitely a great experience.
Well, before I buy that, I'll fix my truck.
Oh, yeah, I mean, fix your mode of transportation before playing a game that'll go on sale in 6 months to a year, so.
Or even at the end of this month.
Yeah. Actually, oh god, the Steam sale starts. Oh, shit.
Oh.
You forgot about that, didn't you, sir?
Yeah, my wallet just cried out in terror.
I just caused the emptying of Jeff's bank account.
It's like, yeah, my bank account just started charging already. It's like, I haven't bought anything.
But we went ahead and took about $200 out of your wallet. Don't worry. We got it covered.
We know.
It's as if 1,000 pennies had cried out in agony, or being silenced.
It's true.
So many zeros!
Why are they sending me so many alerts? Overcharge, overcharge, overcharge.
But that was only $5, 300 times.
That's how it gets you.
I know. Tell me about it.
It's only $250.
It happened to me when I got the PS4. I'm like, oh well, I've got like $400. I could buy this game. Hey, I could buy this. Hey, I could grab that. Fuck, I have $100 left.
Yeah. Sometimes apps are like that too. Hey, this only costs 99 cents. Hey, that only costs 99 cents.
And you buy the whole DLC pack.
Yeah.
You're like, why didn't I just get the damn bundle? It would have been like $1 cheaper.
Makes me wish that EA actually sold their DLC for games that are like 5 years or older. They still don't discount the DLC. Because they're evil.
I think the evil train has moved on from EA to Konami.
And Ubisoft. They're all kind of jerks.
I just hope the firing of Kojima didn't ruin Castlevania for me for the rest of my life.
Well, he's gonna start his own thing now, isn't he? Isn't he moving to another? He's moving to what? Another company. I can't remember which.
Sony.
Sony. That's right. So should be some good stuff.
But like I said, for Castlevania, which is made by Konami, he was also the advisor for the recent games. They came out with Castlevania. So it's never going to be that great again.
No, but maybe he'll make something better. You never know. Now that he's not working for Konami, at least.
Farewell, Silent Hills. Farewell.
Nah. Too
bad.
I would have loved if he started working at Capcom. Because then Resident Evil would have a fresh start.
I don't know. They've kind of used up their fresh starts. I'd rather him create something original than revive something like Resident Evil.
Mm-hmm.
However, it is going to be jarring when they make another Metal Gear. He's not there to, like, get ahead of it.
By the way, I did catch. I've been paying attention to the Metal Gear fan page. So there's a guy doing a remake of Metal Gear Solid with the Fox engine.
Oh yeah, I saw that. It looked pretty cool.
It looks awesome.
We'll have to post that link on the page later on.
But they picked a terrible voice actor.
Yeah, I don't understand. They should just leave it blank if they're going to have a crappy voice actor. The same is true for a lot of mods that people do where they try to do a voice and they shouldn't.
It's just there's a lot more people that can imitate David Hayter's voice that sound better than that guy did.
I have cancer in my throat.
The problem is getting him to do it for free, probably.
I would have done it. I probably sound better than that asshole did.
Get my checks through Kickstarter.
Sound like the movie trailer guy.
In a world.
Otacon. Yeah, I can't do it.
Now that you're trying to do it, you can't.
God, I would love to get that kind of money. How much am I getting paid per 2-minute commercial? $12,000? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. How many commercials am I doing? 20? All right.
Hey, if Norm Macdonald can do commercials as the Colonel from KFC, then...
Yeah.
Better him than that child toucher they picked before him.
Wait, what?
What?
That's what the guy sounded like. Come on.
I thought you were talking about...
Okay, never mind.
I thought
This isn't Subway, Kenny. Move on.
I was like, I thought you were talking about Jared from Subway.
No, that's the actual child toucher. I'm talking about the guy that sounded like one.
And the podcast has hit a new low.
No.
And I didn't even do any of that. Jeez. What's
I think
wrong with
that
me?
kid still takes the podcast low.
I don't know.
By the way, is he still alive?
We're constantly breaking new ground of lowness.
An Apple museum has opened in Paraguay.
Ah, nice.
So, when are we going?
It literally has all of their things, from the computers to the iPods, iPhones.
Does it have that shitty game console they tried to make?
The console they tried to come out with Halo.
Well, cameras, printers, cassette tapes, jackets.
Jackets?
Yeah.
How come you don't have an Apple jacket?
What if I do, Jeff? What if I do?
There's like a mat wing at this museum?
And here is our #1 customer.
That was another thing that you missed, Jeff. I'm planning on buying a Mac Mini.
Nice.
Yep.
Is that like a tablet or a laptop or like a combo between the two?
Yes.
Like comparable to like a Chromebook or something?
I mean, it's still a desktop. It's kind of like it's the size of a CD case, a little bit bigger, but size of a CD case, and the whole computer's packed in there. So it's not as powerful as a regular desktop, but it's about the same, if not more powerful than a laptop.
Okay, yeah, I'm looking at it.
But it still runs desktop hardware and all that. The entry level of this year is about $500, but they have it refurbed for $419.
That's not bad.
And I'm kind of thinking about it.
It'd be good for low-grade editing and stuff.
I think it'd be a good work computer is what I'm thinking about it for.
Then you could take it with you.
Yeah.
Gentlemen, we're going back to filming.
Oh, God.
About time. We haven't used the Beer Avatar skit yet.
Does it have a CD port on that thing? Is that what that... No? Because I noticed like the long strip along it. Again, it must be...
That's an old model.
Oh, it is? Okay. Oh, yeah. 2010, yeah.
Apple banished CD drives in 2011.
That is kind of the way it's going. I rarely use CDs now. It's always either through USB or I just download it or something.
Same. I can't say I've really used a CD ever.
Yeah, CDs are becoming the new floppy drive.
Even with Windows 10, I've used a CD. When I had Windows 7, I had to use a CD once in a while. My computer wouldn't start, but 10 has not had that issue.
Yeah. In fact, from 8 on, I just used a USB drive to install Windows. I would just download it, and it would like install itself to the drive, and then I'd install it from there. So that usually works better. It's faster.
Reminds me. I think I need to reinstall Windows on this computer. It had some malicious stuff on it, and every time I start it up, it's all blah 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 has failed to open. And I'm like, that doesn't look like a regular program. So I think it's time to reinstall 10.
Yeah, I think so too. I've been having some problems with 10. They've been doing like these forced updates that like change default programs, and they uninstall programs automatically, and drivers got corrupted, and I had like system corruption, and I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, I noticed that Task Manager has changed like two different styles a couple of times.
Yeah.
Like a more simple and a more advanced, and
yeah, they need to streamline it.
But whatever.
Yeah, it's Microsoft.
All right. Is there anything else we need to cover in this podcast?
Go see Star Wars?
Jeff, is there one spoiler that you can give that could not give away the whole thing, but it could make the other two upset?
Well, Esteban's seen it, but...
I think he means us.
No.
Does somebody die that shouldn't?
Even that
I can't believe something happens to some character.
Yeah, there was that part where something happened, and then everyone was like, I can't believe that happened, and I was like, well, that happened.
Is there somebody they should have brought back that they didn't?
So many things I could say, but I'm not. I'm not going to be that guy.
I'll be that guy. Hi, I'm right here. Hey, ignore Jeff.
Take it away.
No, I'm not going to do that either. Just go watch that.
Does Luke appear?
Well, good night, everyone.
Yeah. That's all you. Yeah. Just go watch it.
God damn you. All right. This is our podcast. It's completely terrible. Thank you for listening. And next time we'll all know the Star Wars.
Maybe.